build this world from love. Yada da 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 yada da da. And you must build this world from love. Yada la 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 yada la la. And if we build this world from love, yada da 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 yada da da, then God will build this world from love. Yada la 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 yada da da. Let's build the country we deserve now.
Wow. Somebody build a house and throw it on that fool. Tyrone, what are your thoughts on that?
I love it. I just love how cringe they are. I'm embarrassed, and I'm 50 miles away, and I know that bodes well for conservatism. So I hope they have more of these sing-alongs. Did you see Hakeem Jeffries? Hakeem, look, if you don't know the words, don't try it. Okay, he's like his mouth kind of moving. Dude, you don't know the words of that song. You've never heard that song before in your life.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I've never heard it.
Wait, he was slapping his knee, right? Like,
yeah. And he starts
Nobody's heard it. Nobody's heard that song before.
But I would like to shout out Sleepy Eye Jeffries and Closeted Booker as the 2025 Temu Run DMC. I think they're coming out with their new single, My New Balance. Both of I think Booker had on some New Balances. So just keep it up, Democrats. It's entertaining.
Yeah, that was crazy. Shelly, what'd you think of that big matzo ball?
Exactly. Then I thought the lady sitting beside him, I thought it was Michelle Obama myself. For a little while. I mean, they're trying to recreate this Woodstock feeling. That's what I thought. You know, that's what they this kumbaya. I'm like, what is? I've never heard that song like you, Tyrone. Like never. I think it was something he just put together. That's why he kept saying yada yada yada, because he didn't have any other filler words to go along with it.
Yeah, Nicole, it was crazy.
I agree, Shelly. He ran out of lyrics and he was like, well, what could fit in here? Let's throw in some la-da-da-das. That'll work in this thing. You know, this theater that they're putting on, what's so remarkable is here we sit in 2025 and they are still trying to campaign like it's 1970. It is remarkable to me that all of the so-called young people, these young Democrats, these young guns and up-and-comers that they have, David Hogg, who they elected to their national leadership committee, this is the best they could come up with. A gay Jew sitting on a stairs singing songs, you know, and that one guy that looks like he's on the worst date in the history of dating. He's looking around like, what the whole hell is going on here? You know, some of this stuff is just, you could not write this for television. Do you know what I mean? Like if this was an episode of Seinfeld, it would probably win an Emmy. Do you know? Yeah. I can see what's her name? The girl on there. What's her Lorraine?
Julia, right? Julia.
Dancing, doing her little, you know, weirdo dance. Yeah. She would have broken down to this song, this made-up song. This is absolutely a waste of time, a waste of energy. But I would like to know who's funding it.
Oh, can we see it again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
producers, please, can we see that again?
You know the song from the beginning. I will build this world from love. Yada da 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 yada da da. And you must build this world from love. Yada la 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 yada la la. And if we build this world from love, yada da 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 yada da da. Then God will build this world from love. Yada la 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 yada la la. Let's build the country we deserve now.
Nobody knew it.
This is late 80s Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
Okay? This is what this is.
Yeah, for some, you talking about Seinfeld. We need George Costanza's dad to come out there and say, shut up. This is crazy. Nobody knew the song. No one knew it.
It's so funny. And then he's got his yarmulke on and his
his Stevie Wonder glasses,
scarf and his Stevie Wonder glasses, and he's singing. And there's some chick in the back with Free Palestine, on that homemade wooden thing. It's just cringe all the way around. It is just really poorly done.
Cringe.
And anybody who looked at that and said, damn, I'm voting Democrat. Something's wrong with you. Yeah, something is really, really, really wrong. You need to turn the TV off, go outside, let the sun shine on you for a few minutes. Because if that doesn't convince you to run very far away from these people, very little else will.
Yeah. Yeah. But we got to talk about the numbers because, we always got the data. So, and I want to pick you guys' brains on this. So I have not met any Trump supporters or people that voted for Trump that have said they regret their vote. However, I would like to have seen President Trump's polling numbers a little better than they have come out. So right now, back in January, after a week in office, Trump's approval stood at 50.5% in the Real Clear Politics average of polls. Now it's at 45.3% in the same average. Now it's just a decline of 5 points. According to that poll, only 34% of Americans approve of tariffs on imported goods. Only 38% approve of his relations with foreign countries, and only 39% approve of his work on the economy. Then there's a new poll out today, Washington Post, ABC News, Ipsos poll. Among independents, only 33% approve of Trump, while 58% disapprove. So among independents who lean Republican, Trump's approval has dropped from 76% to 63% since February. So I got to go to my numbers guy. Tyrone, Soldiers of Finance, what do you think of those numbers?
Polls told you Al Gore was going to win. They told you John Kerry was going to win. They told you Hillary Clinton was going to win. They told you Kamala Harris was going to win. These polls it depends on what questions they ask, if they oversample Democrats, which they usually do. So let's just say they're true. Great. Okay. Trump ain't going nowhere. So let's get all of this unpopular stuff out of the way up front, well before 2026. And I don't know about you guys. I mean, my wife and I, we're not out there. We're not spendthrifts. But I'll be honest with you, we have not felt any tariff pressure. Okay. And I don't want to hear about eggs anymore. If you know how to shop, I just got 18 eggs for $3.50. Okay. If you know how to leverage points and coupons, you do just fine. Buy American. Okay. I don't know. And maybe people can weigh in the chat. I have not felt tariff pressure. Okay. So I find the Democrat claims highly dubious. Much ado about nothing. They just love to complain. And at a certain point, you tune it out. So to hell with these polls.
Yeah. All right. I want to get your thought on this, Nicole. Before I do, I want to acknowledge our super chatters here, folks. Thank you so much. All right. We have Allie with a $5 super chat, says it wouldn't be PNP if KJ didn't have me spitting out my water laughing. I'm sorry, Allie, but I'm glad to give you a laugh tonight. Yes, thank you guys so much. And please, if you guys are just coming in, hit that like button. It really helps to get our video out to a wider audience. And so we really appreciate it. Hit the like button, folks, and subscribe. If this is your first time watching with us tonight, you will see, as our chat shows, we are a family. We're a community here of like-minded people, values-driven people. So definitely subscribe for more content. All right. So, Nicole, what are your thoughts on these polls? What are your thoughts on, like many of us, we haven't really seen the effects of the tariffs, but they're saying that it's coming. The effects are coming. So what do you think? How do you think that's going to play out with President Trump's numbers as well?
Well, I think, let's clear the air. He's a one-term president, right? So his poll numbers really much to do about nothing. But I would guarantee you that 5 points that they say at the very bottom of the poll, it's plus or minus 3%. So you're looking at maybe a 2-point slide, and that's likely people who don't like that the stock market is doing what stock markets do. It's not static, it's jumping up and down. But what you will see from the Trump administration coming forward, when the people who buy a lot of Chinese products instead of American products, you're going to see a push to tell people to buy American. And this isn't the first time this happened. This happened, I would say, in the early 80s, or they were saying buy American and Americans work, right? We have to get Americans to buy American things so we can have manufacturing here. I know that's different because Temu sells American stuff for pennies, quite literally pennies. They steal our technology. They build a cheaper product, then they sell it to us for pennies. But now I think they said starting on May 1st or whatever, you're going to see those prices on Temu go up. You're going to see those prices on all those Chinese websites go up. Amazon has pulled some products already because, they're pricing themselves out of the market with the tariffs. And I'm okay with that. I am absolutely okay with that. Personally, I've been boycotting China for 4 years. People told me I couldn't do it. I walk past a dollar store like it doesn't exist because 99% of the products in there are made in China. So I'd rather spend $2 and an American person has a decent job than spend 50 cents and keep China in business. That's what it boils down to, folks.
All right. Shelley, do you feel the same way?
First of all, let's go over one thing you didn't mention. Trump's first administration was about 34%, give or take, approval rating. So this is still higher, almost double. So, okay, let's compare that. Number one. Number two, the first 100 days. I don't care what these polls say. I really don't. They're going to go up and down. They're going to be as volatile, and they're going to reflect that, just like the stock market volatility. Number three, when I go and put gas in my cars, the gas prices have come down. Okay. And to Tyrone's point, eggs. I mean, you can buy eggs. You can buy them, I guess I'm going to say in bulk, if you will, from Costco, Sam's Club, things like that. Okay, fine. I mean, how many damn eggs are you really eating anyway? But nevertheless, these polls, like Tyrone said it best, the polls have I'm going to say they have misrepresented a whole lot. They told us Hillary Clinton was going to win. I think, Tyrone, you may have said that. They damn sure said that Trump was going to jail and that he was not going to win. They said that in many different ways. And yet here we are. You know what? I'm okay right with the volatility because typically speaking, Tyrone can, back me up if I'm saying it incorrectly. The more volatile, or when there's volatility, once the stock market finds its, I don't know, whatever you call it, finds its level, it tends to come back big time for investors.